Good evening, everyone. It is Andy, and this is Back to the Clash. And we've just started on Town Hill 4. And what I did is, because I sort of had a bit of loot in my account, I very quickly did some quite big upgrades. And that was to do one of the 2 army camps. Which one was it? So I did that's up to number 4. So that's max for this level. And I also updid the lab, because again, that then takes to the max level of this one. So although it's going to cost 100,000, you find sometimes that in Clash, sometimes your gold you've just got loads of, and other times you got a load of elixir. So I just thought, while I had that, I'd do some sizable upgrades. And even since I last played this, which wasn't that long ago, I've already got over 100,000 between the two, which is good. So, what do we going to do? So, in the last episode, I showed you we had the builder base, which we've still got there. I should probably get some upgrades going. What do they recommend? Oh yeah, of course. So, in the builder base, we've got some extra things. So, let's get both of these done, because that's going to be 10 minutes. So, before the next episode, I'll buy that arch tower and I'll get that push trap, just to sort of keep that ticking over. I'll do, maybe in the next episode, we'll concentrate on the builder base and work our way through a few battles. So, as I've said in a previous episode, I set up a new clan called Back to the Clash. You're more than welcome to join. One thing that's really interesting that surprised me quite early on is, look at this. So I've got about 80,000 there, but I've got 200 of each in the treasury. And to get to that, and it's part of it, in the bottom left, you'll see attack, and you've got these 5 stars. If you get the 5 stars, you'll get a bonus, and that goes into the clan castle. So I've got 200,000 of both. And the great thing about this, and this is really cool, is check this. So if I do collect, I filled my stores, but the rest of it's still in there. It's brilliant. So I'm not going to waste money by sort of cashing in on that. Now, the reason I've done that is I do want to get this other army camp going, because the sooner you can get the army camps up to max, the better. Now, the next one is a bit interesting. So I have 2 level 5 barracks on level 3. So there's an argument I'd get the level 6 barracks, which unlocks a balloon. I don't have enough money for that. I've built everything. So, what should we do? See, I could upgrade the clan castle. It's an interesting one. So, it's useful if you're going to be active in a clan and you're going to get lots of troops in. I will, but for the purpose of this channel, I don't really want to go and give myself a max dragon or something, because I'm just going to obliterate every level I come across, and it's going to be a bit of a false economy for what I'm trying to demonstrate. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to quickly finish off these walls. Walls is something I've always spent time on, and on my Town Hall 10 account, my walls were maxed pretty early on, and you do end up, so by the time you get to Town Hall 10, you can spend either gold or elixir. And it would have been nice to have spread those out a little bit more. But equally, it's really useful just to get a really strong base there straight away. So I'd always recommend getting the walls upgraded. Now, we can take these to the next level, which is tempting because I've got so much loot. And also, I've got a practice available, which is going to give me 125,000 of both. So I'm just going to chuck in a few of these. A useful tip when you... Is that iOS issue? A useful tip when you are building walls is you want to upgrade the ones that are most likely to get hit. And the corner ones are often the most vulnerable, so they're worth doing those. What I then tend to do is, once I've done sort of the corner pieces that are the most vulnerable because they're on the outside, I would then try to fill in some gaps to make certain areas really strong. The other option is you can go into your core. So the way I've laid out the base, which I've changed since the last level, is I've just split up the resources in the middle. That means if ground troops come in, if you've got one area with all your resources in, if you get troops into that area, they can rinse through all of them. However, with this, you're spreading it out a little bit and putting a wall between each of the resource storages. This just makes it that little bit harder for them to make progress through your base. It's completely irrelevant if they're sending in air troops, but at this level, you're not really seeing many balloons. So I think this could be, reasonably straightforward and also reasonably successful. The other thing to consider is where there's a join in walls. So, for example, there, and to a lesser extent, these ones. They're always going to be worth reinforcing. So I've actually rinsed through quite a lot of money now, and that's something you've got to keep an eye on when you're doing these sort of levels of Clash of Clans. But I think that's enough for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this archer tower up because it's only a short upgrade. So I can get that done, and then I can later on this evening I can upgrade something else, and that just keeps it ticking over. Because what you want to try to do is have some big upgrades for overnight. So for example, that army camp's a 5-hour one, so being 10:30, that's going to be 3:30 in the morning when that finishes. That just makes it a little bit easier. So that's quite good. So should we do a quick battle? Yeah, why not? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a pretty phenomenal base. And I wish I had a full clan castle and could make the most of it. This is going to be a proper smash and grab one. The really cool thing is you've got no defences down this left-hand side. This base is really quite weak in that respect. So I can drop in a wall breaker. Oh, I need 2 for that wall. That's why I've got 2 at the moment. It's always quite useful. And then I'm just going to drop in a few and see how much of this I can sneak. And then we'll probably get, once my goblins start getting nearer the middle of the base, I'll probably send in my right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the goblins in so they start working their way through. And before they get within range, which will be about now, I'm going to drop the giants and the archers. Because what happens is the mortar has a range that once a troop enters it, they will start attacking. And I didn't want them to start on the start attacking some of my goblins, which this cannon has done, but that's okay. Because the cannon's only going to take out 1 at a time, whereas the mortar, because it's splash damage, that could take out a lot more, which is not so good. So this is actually going really well, because I've managed to take out all the defences now. Just sit back. This is good. Let's have a little drink. Excuse the sniffing. I've just been out walking the dog and my hay fever's kicked in, which is really annoying. But yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better base really there. That was probably one of my better ones. At the moment, most of the bases I'm attacking are just a few thousand loot. So to get such a massive base it really makes life a lot easier. Because you just fill those storages, you get 100%, and I'll the other thing is I'll also get, so if I get 1 more star now, which, because I've got a full camp, I'm tempted just to go straight back in just to quickly demonstrate this. Right, all I need to do is get 1 star. Right, let's go for this one. Even though they're not needed, I'm just gonna, in the words of John Olsen, go team overkill on this. Right, So hopefully those giants are going to be able to get that cannon. Those bombs are going to be annoying. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to get the 50%, which is fine. I'm probably going to get the 2 stars in a second, which is also good. And you know what? There's a good chance I'm going to destroy this base completely. So this is how quickly the loot can go up. So I just made about 100,000 each on their previous battle. I'm now going to get, I think, oh, that's all right. I'm going to get probably 200,000 because of the 5-star bonus. Not much to say at the moment. It's just getting these builder huts. It can be quite a cheeky thing to do, and it's what I've done with mine. When you start out at this level, you've got a lot of space on the map you're not using. Just stick those builders huts dotted around. It just makes it that. But yeah, look. You know, literally in the 10 minutes I've been filming this video, I've got 300,000 loot. You know, I've got that 100,000 there, which is fantastic. And then I've got the 200,000. So yeah, that's really good. But I can't spend it. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to fill the barracks back up. Sorry, not the barracks, army camps. And I'll see you in the next episode, and we'll spend some of this loot and just keep it all coming in. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I shall see you for the next episode. Is going to be going over on the boat and just doing a little bit of explanation about the builder base. Oh, that's done. So I can... Let's get this building while I'm waiting. Okay, see you soon, everyone. This is Back to the Clash. I'm Andy, and good night, and see you soon.